In what may yet be another example of every accusation being a confession, an anti-LGBTQ Texas activist running for office as a Republican has been accused of helping a former Texas judge and Southern Baptist leader find young men to sexually abuse. A recently unearthed email from 2017 accuses attorney Jared Woodfill of having ties to Paul Pressler, who had been sued for allegedly abusing a minor in the 1970s and 1980s. In the email from one of the young men, recruited by Woodfill's law firm to serve as a personal assistant to Pressler, was filed in connection with the massive lawsuit accusing Pressler of years of sexual abuse of young men and children, young boys. The suit named the Southern Baptist Convention Pressler's longtime church, First Baptist in Houston, and Woodfill as co-conspirators. Now, the years-long lawsuit was filed by Dwayne Rollins, a former member of Pressler's church youth group, and had, by the time it was settled, attracted at least 6 more victims. The case, again, was settled late last year for an undisclosed amount, not long after the personal aid's email was filed, and Pressler, unfortunately, has not been criminally charged for any of this. Seems like a bit of a miscarriage of justice for someone who is essentially a pedophile. Okay, so here's what some of that email said, by the way. There's a serious issue at hand. I do not think Paul, again, this is coming from a former personal assistant. I don't think Paul should be around small children or have male assistants of any kind. Now, it was noted that Pressler had been bragging about being naked around young boys and had even tried to touch the former aide who wrote this email. That email also details a litany of different episodes illustrating Pressler's obsession with young men, young boys, and sex. Now, he resigned as Pressler's personal aide and actually had emailed Woodfill about this and said, please stop paying me. I'm not going to work there anymore. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Okay? Please take me off the payroll. If I'm to continue receiving paychecks from Woodfill in the continuing weeks, I will send them back. Now, wait a minute. So, Woodfill, does he know that Pressler was a predator? Yeah. Oh, he absolutely knew. He knew for a very, very long time. In fact, back in March, the Texas Tribune had reported that Woodfill had testified that he was aware of claims of child sexual abuse brought against Pressler all the way back in 2004, when he and the church leader were law partners. Yet, even up until a few years ago, Woodfill was supplying Pressler with potential young victims. Okay, so these are, 18, 20-year-old interns, people that are, personal assistants, I should say. Oh, yeah, no, come work for this guy. Be the personal assistant. Oh, okay. And then this guy apparently does some pretty gross things, pretty terrible things, and all those assistants, they leave. Now, the thing about Woodfill is that he's a Republican politician in Texas, so he's running for a state house seat, and his campaign is unsurprisingly running on groomers. I'm against the groomers. I'm against the pedophiles. Oh, really interesting. Now, who does he claim are the groomers and pedophiles? Of course, members of the LGBTQ plus community. In fact, in 2015, Woodfill worked with an anti-gay activist named Dr. Stephen Hutz to defeat an ordinance that would have extended equal rights protections for LGBTQ plus people. And during that campaign, they popularized the groomer smear and even compared gay people to Nazis. Yes, that's right. They said that gay people were like Hitler and the Nazis. Now, he had also, in 2017, endorsed a Republican politician's bathroom bill. Now, this is Lois Kolkhorst's bill, and it would regulate bathrooms in public schools and government buildings based on the sex listed on a person's birth certificate, okay, or other state ID. So, yeah, this is This is a simple bathroom bill, one like many others floated around the country, aimed at going after the trans community. This is what this guy does. So he claimed to be fighting against groomers, pedophiles, well, but at the same time, supplying one with young interns, assistants to sexually abuse, and had known about these child abuse claims for decades. The hypocrisy. It's just, it's almost unbelievable, except how many stories have we seen where either Republicans know about sexual abuse that's going on of young men and boys, or they perpetuated it themselves. And yet it's the same refrain from them. We got to go after the LGBTQ community. They're the groomers. They're the pedos. They're the ones that are harming our children. No. It's you guys. It's you guys. Once again, not a drag queen who's doing this. No, but a right-wing pastor and a former politician. That's it. Once again, every accusation, confession, and it also proves that your children are actually far safer with a trans person or a drag queen than they are with a Republican.